EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 54. 54 Mike. Yo.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Brings up third down and 2.
Ready, set. Mike 54. Echo. Check me out. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at the 20.
Mike 27. Okay. Watch the screen. He look.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Wilson being chased out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now on second and 13, Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 30 on second down, Murray. His throw incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll make it third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
It's second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Now Murray throwing on second down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
At the 29-yard line.
This is Howard on second down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Wilson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Peterson. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there. 1st down. On 1st down, Mixon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by for Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll run on first down. Carson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Myers able to knock it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
A final shot before break. Fitzgerald into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On third down, Wilson. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Forced out to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And Dixon has it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discuss.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent.
And the pressure gets to him again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 22, Murray. He finds his running back, Mixon. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
That's another Cardinals first down. First down.
Murray now on first down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. He's got the first. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Murray now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. From the shotgun, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hang out, punch.
Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Wilson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. from midfield now. Here's Wilson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check. Start. You guys, listen. Front left.
Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.